Holy cow. So if you guys are in the area, let's take a look at Solana. First things, guys, doing a review on a coin, right? There's different coins out there. We want to set ourselves up with some basics, right? So the first thing we want to do here is start on the larger time frames, right? So first thing, we slide over to the larger time frames. Oh my God, look at this short right here. When did that short go up? July 15th? All right, so we're gonna look at Solana here, and you know we got who we got in here. Rifkin's asking about Solana because it's going up and down. As you can see here on the 4-hour, we've had some ups, consolidations, break of liquidity, consolidate, break above, super liquidity grab, and then they go on a push, and now they're solidifying, right? Oh my God, that would have been beautiful. All right, so here's how it goes, right? So you start on the 4-hour, right? This is not that hard. And we're going to open this up a little bit. You guys got TradingView? If you have TradingView, hit ones in the chat, guys. Guys, I need you to share the live. So do me a favor. If you're in the room, share the live real quick, guys. Share the live. And then I need you to hit likes. Hit ones in the chat if you guys have TradingView. Okay, so now on TradingView, guys, we're going to slide into Solana. And what we want to do here is take a look at the overall 4-hour, right? And as we can see here, there's been some nice 4-hour ups and downs. So, first 4-hour down came here, 4-hour push, 4-hour down. You can see right here, 4-hour down, 4-hour up, consolidation, 4-hour down, consolidation. So we're running a nice little pattern here. But you can tell here that over this last 4-hour here, notice here, 4-hour came down, but it consolidated. That's showing you that it's got a pretty solid support here. And normally when something comes down, and then if it doesn't pull down on the coin and then it comes up, the next pull down is going to be the one that really hits home, right? So it's always like a two-leg, right? So guys, write that down. Keep in mind that everything moves in pairs. First move, the second move is always the stronger move, right? And it gets stronger because it's like it's holding, especially when you're shorting a coin, right? So you see the 4-hour comes down, fights it, comes up. This is what we call a B trade, right? So this section here would be a B trade, and then this comes up and there's a second rejection. This would be the A trade in here, and then you get a nice little continuation of the A trade down, and that's what we wanted. Now the beautiful thing here is that when you see this 4-hour come up again, you don't see too much volume here, right? Because the volume has disappeared, right? Volume is very important. You can see here the volume is all negative. See the negative volume? Red, 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 red. So when it pushes up, it's not pushing up that hard. So as soon as the volume gets to where it starts to bend down again, right there, that's another short opportunity. And now you're in the same scenario, right? Look at this. 4-hour to the top. Solana's about to cross, and look at that volume. So Solana is actually getting ready for a short, right? So this is where you would simply post inside your Discord. If you're new to the academy or anything like that, this is where you would post. You don't have to take a picture of the chart. You just would go to your Discord here, and you would put, like, look at Boogie showing off with his 121. This guy. Okay. Now we would put a $ Solana 4-hour south, right? And then you would just post that, right? Very simple. Now I like to get a little more creative, so I post something like that, right? Now that we have that, we know that we have a 4-hour short on Solana. Solana's touching right here, and we can see it's getting ready to come down. Alright, so next thing that we know, we go ahead and make our little section here. We need a 2-hour, right? What's the 2-hour? 2 hours right here. We got a 2-hour red moon. Now, if you're in the academy, guys, you would have already been on top of this because the 2-hour topped here and the 2-hour breaks down right here, right? So let's get some Solana lines in here. First line we want is the 100 line. Second line we want is the 90 line, and there we go. It breaks the 90 right here. This is where you should have been in a short right here. So the entry for this short for Solana starts off a little bit on this candle right here. So that's kind of where we would be. Solana would be breaking down right about there. That's your first entry. We're gonna get this a little bit different here. I'm going to use a box here. I'm going to use a little box here, and the box is going to basically be the scenario of the very first entry, and that's what we call the master entry right there. That's a master. That's a pro entry. Here's the pro entry. Hello, pro. That's the pro entry. All right, there you go. So pro entry is on the 2 hour, right? Now let's move forward. Slide over to the 1 hour. Where's our 1 hour? Now here's the thing, right? We got the 1 hour. The 1 hour also broke down right here on this green. So that right there is your 1 hour breakdown. That is another entry that we would have got into somewhere in here. All right. So once again, the pro entry, those two areas, top and bottom, would be the first entries. You know what I'm saying? You like your eyelashes, baby? Huh? You like your eyeballs? Huh? You liking your eyeballs? I do like my eyeballs. Alright, guys. So now, as we can see here, the only thing that 15-minute coin update. So the only thing that we're really looking for here is the volume to disappear, right? And the volume that we're looking for all the time is on our 15-minute. And we can see right here off these entries, the moment this coin goes to a 15-minute red moon. You see that 15-minute red moon? Let me show you right there. See that 15 red moon? See that moon right there? Hey, Mr. Moon, right? There's your moon right there, right? Here's a moon, right? That right there means we're about to go in. And as soon as that 15-minute trend starts to break down, which happens to be right here, the volume breaks below the 8 line, which is here, and it breaks below the 4 line, which is here, 4.5 line here. So the entry right here for the students would be here, right? That's the student entry, but even if they wait till it goes negative, it would be there. So there's a solid entry, and this is the red one. That is the student entry right there, the third entry. Bada boom, bada bing, and that's where you're at right there. So there's your third entry, right? Now the only thing that gives you an entry on there that makes that, you know, really nice is if you slide over and you take a look. The only thing that you need to enter, once again, and this is for Rich. So rich man, he doesn't understand how to enter a trade. So once the 15-minute and everything, the 15-minute red moon starts to happen. Let's go back to the 15. I don't want to miss that. Once the 15-minute red moon happens and the 15 minutes starts to come down, you see the 15-minute moon? Once the volume breaks below the 4 line, right there, see right there the volume? See the volume? This is what I'm talking about. You guys see the volume? Hit the ones in the chats, guys. Can you see the moon? You see the moon right there? See the 15-minute RSI coming down? You guys see this red circle? Hit ones in the chats, guys. Hit ones in the chats. Hoorah! Hoorah! Entry price. Right now, it would be an entry price for me. I would be entering right now. Because here you go. The 15-minute came down. The volume passed. The 15-minute just bounced. So right here is where I would be looking for an entry on this 15-minute bounce here. So, you know, that's where I would be looking. But just so we understand, thank you, Doc. So right here we have a red moon. We come up, starts to come down, pivotable right here. There's an entry point until the volume hits right here below the 4.5. There's your go, 4.5 right here. Boom, entry here. And that would have gave you a nice little move. So if you would have saw this volume going from 8 and there, and then as soon as you saw the next move here, you entered on this candle. Let me show you how much money you would have made. All right, let's see here. We're gonna move this over a little bit. I'm gonna take this down. So this right here is our entry candle right there. Okay. So now coming off this entry candle to that next move, this is what I'm talking about all the time, guys, about setting your profits, right? So if you're a new person, you set your profits for, let's just say 40%. Let's keep it simple, right? So if you entered right there, you hit your 40%. No big deal. Very simple. 44%. We always go for 50, right? As you get better, you want to be at 50. You know what? Let's just keep it at 50. Why mess around? So you enter there. There's your 50% gains, right? You see that? 50% gains, no problem. Very easy money. Right there, 50%, right? Now that actually went for about 300%, 2.5% there. Let's go ahead and work it out there. What did it go for? That entry went for 200%. Yes, sir. 200% on that one trade right there. Enter here. Bada boom. Now, for my man Richmond, man. Rich. You ready, bro? Once you have the 15-minute headed down, you get a 15-minute red moon, right? 15-minute red moon right here, right? Very simple, guys, right? 15-minute headed down. 15-minute red moon, right? You see that? You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Doc. Yo, babe. Doc said I'm amazing. I'm amazing. You hear me? You hear me? I'm amazing.
Alright, babe.
You better write that down. I'm amazing.
Yeah.
Stop playing. Stop playing, man. All right. Now, right here, let me go ahead and get in this short here, man. What was this doing here? Let's dig this in. I'm gonna slide into a Solana short, right? Like, why not? Let's just slide over here. Let's get Solana while we're here. Solana. I told you a minute ago Solana's entry would have been already in there. So we can slide over here, 2086, perfect. Let's get that little bounce there. I like it. Let's take a look at Sol. All right, so Sol's pushing up the final hurrah. 3 minute. So I'm gonna let this 3 minute ride here. I gotta need my other indicators, right? So let me finish this out. We got a second here and before we enter. All right, so Rich, here's how it goes, Rich. 15-minute red moon, right? Boom. Volume, right? Volume, right, Rich? Rich, pay attention. 15-minute red moon. Volume below the 4 line. See the 4 line, Rich? Here's the 8 line. Here's the 4 line. Volume gets below the 4, right? 8 line, 4 line. Boom. Your entry right here, okay? Even if you missed it, because you missed a lot of trades, here's negative volume right here, right? Now that you have negative volume, you go to the 3 minute. The 3 minute has to be a red moon right here and a red trend. Let's turn on the trends. What do we have? 3 minute, red moon, red trend, there's your entry. Now I know what you're going to say, Rich. You're going to say to me, but yeah, VC. But if I'm waiting, I get confused because the 15 minute, when that happens, is at the bottom. And it starts to go up. So I wait for it to go up, right? Which is okay. This is the first trade of the trades. Now, the way I tell you is you work backwards. You're playing the momentum, right? The momentum. The momentum, Rich, is that this is all going to tumble and then it's going to bounce. When the 15 is coming down to the bottom, right? If you mark this, right? I'm going to show you. If you mark this, you're going to see that if we back up a little, at that point, the 30 minute still had time to come down, right? So really, when the 30 minute gets to the bottom, because you're playing like a ball rolling down a hill, you're playing that momentum, it's going to drag the price because everything else was working. 15-minute red moon, no volume. It's about to drop. Even if the 15 gets to the bottom, you're still catching the fall and then you're getting out, okay? Catch the fall and get out. Now, when it bounces, which is what it's doing right now, okay? I am making a video. When it bounces, right, which is happening right now, right, it's bouncing and coming up. Now we're going to catch this next tumble down, which is where we're at. What do we need to do this? We need the 15 minute to go up, right, which it did, and start to bend. And now we need a 3 minute moon, which we have. So this is an entry here for us to look for another pullback on the 15 minute, right? And why are we doing that? Because the 30 minute is weak at the bottom and we still have the 1 hour crossing, right? So here we go. This is the second trade that we're looking to get into, right? So what do we need to get in this trade, right? We need a 15-minute red moon, okay? So we're going to sit here, and as soon as we get a 15-minute red moon, we're going to continue this next trade, right? But remember, this first trade that you're supposed to get in, Rich, it's the momentum of the fall, right? It's falling down. Once you hit your 50% profits, you're out. It bounces. It does another fall. Look at the 15-minute here. You see that? See how the 15-minute, this is the second trade. The 15-minute starts to go up, right? Let me pull that up a little bit for you guys. The 15 minutes crosses over, starts to go up, and then boom, starts to come down. And look at that, another 50%. Now personally, I like to do 2 trades, and then I like for the coin to reset, right? Which is kind of what we're doing right now. So there's 2 trades, and now we're waiting for this reset. The reset that I'm waiting for is a 15-minute reset where I get a 15-minute red moon. So I can't go into a short until the green starts to come down and gives me, you know, a kind of like an entry price there, right? But the 15-minute is bending, so we're looking good. The 30-minute is not quite bending. The 45 minutes at the bottom. So this is a very tricky area because we still have the 1 hour that's moving up. So there should be a bigger bounce here, right? Because everything's in the favor of a bounce. So we'll come back a little bit in this and we'll make a look. And as soon as we get that 30-minute heading back down, right? Okay, here we go. So it's starting to do this right now. Now this trade I don't like to take this trade because I don't have a well, hold on, where's the 15? All right, here we go. As long as the 15, right, is above the 50 line. What's the 50 line? It's this perforated line in the middle of the RSI. All right, so this is the 50 line right there. So we have plenty of room to make money here. From here to here, plenty of room to make money. So now for Solana, there's probably going to be one more drop that happens before it goes up. And now we're just waiting for the momentum to kick in, right? So right now you can see it's kind of fighting. It's not a trade. This is more of a C trade because it's the 3rd trade in a batch. I don't really like to trade the 3rd trade. So rule of thumb is I'm going to pass on this trade just because I don't like it. I don't like to overtrade. So the first 2 trades made money, 2 50% winners. This trade has to go up to make money. So we're gonna wait this out for about 30-40 minutes. So we'll come back to Solana. The reason why I'm not doing this trade, guys, is because we have 1 trade, we have 2 trades. I don't do a 3rd trade. Okay, I don't do a 3rd trade because I feel like it's too greedy, right? I like guaranteed trades. I like to win every trade, and I feel like a 3rd trade is like trying to get crumbs. So I'm going to stay out of this Solana short, and I'm going to assume also I'm staying out of because the 1 hour is at the bottom. See the 1 hour RSI at the bottom? See the 1 hour RSI wants to cross up, and you also have a 30-minute at the bottom, so this wants to go up. So it's going to play in between here. So I'm going to say that it's going to probably stay in between these lines here. And we're going to see. We're going to see where it goes. But I'm not. This isn't an A trade or a B trade. This is a C trade. This trade is, you know, it's like the crumbs of a trade. You don't want to be trading crumbs, guys. It's not worth your money. You want to find something even better. All right. So we're out of that. We're not going to take that trade, guys. We're going to wait, and that's just how you make a decision. Like, there's not enough money in there. So let's pick up another coin, guys. I'm going to put this video inside the Discord, guys. XDC. All right, let's take a look at XDC. All right, let's slide over. So XDC isn't in my futures, but I'll do a review on it anyways. It's not in futures, so I don't normally trade XDC because it's not in my futures, but let me go ahead and get this set up for you. All right. Now, the first thing that we're going to do anytime that we look at a coin, guys, first thing we do when we look at a coin is what? We always start off with the 4 hour. Yeah, you got to have this in the moon bag. I'm not mad at you if you have this in the moon bag. XDC is the XRP of Asia. Definitely, it's smart contracts for your XLMs and XRPs. So it's kind of how they all go together. All right, so here's a little, this coin right here. First things first, guys. We're seeing here, we have a 4-hour move here. Comes down, another 4-hour move. That was that big move, came down, 4-hour pump, and now we're at the bottom. So I like this for, you know, a possible long scenario because you're 4 hours at the bottom. You guys can see that right there, 4 hours at the bottom. And we're starting to end the volume run. So the next thing is, where's my 2 hour? My 2 hour is also at the bottom. Let me throw some music here. I thought I had music right there. Boom. All right. So my 2 hours at the bottom. And you can see here my 2 hour. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me give you a better view here. All right. So you guys can see right here the 2 hour pushed up, came down, had a pullback, right? See the pullback? One last hurrah, and then a big pullback, right? Remember, I was just telling you guys 2 trades. Here's your first trade. Here's your second trade. So I don't like to do more than 2 trades. Like, there's 2 big trades that would have won. This is 100%. This is 200%, right? These are big trades, guys. If you would have been in the academy watching this, I don't trade this because it's not in futures. But if you're a hodler, then you would have known that right here on this 2 hour bend, you see this 2 hour bend right here? You would have sold or whatever, and then you would have basically been waiting for it to bounce, and you would have bought back in that zone there. But that would have saved you 15%. This is not even leverage. This is just normal. That would have saved you 15%. You guys see that? 15% right there. So just by selling the top 15%, and then you would have made, by buying back, you would have made another 5%, 6% on your money, 7%, and then you would have sold again at the top. And right now, if you would have sold at the top, you'd be up another. You'd save yourself another 13%, right? So it's, you know, learning how to sell at the top is very important because it teaches you how to actually like what we call accumulation. That 13% and that 15%, that's 30% more money that you're going to buy in XDC. You don't need to keep adding money to crypto, right? Once you buy crypto and you sell the tops and buy the bottoms and etc., it just helps you get more coins for less money. All right, so now looking here, 4 hour and 2 hour at the bottom. You got a 1 hour push up, come down. So here's the 2 big trades already done. The 1 hour is at the bottom. Man, XDC looks like a long to me, bro. XDC looks like a long. So, and if I was buying XDC, if this was actually in a futures, I'd say 7018 is my entry. And I'm going to claim this up, and I'd say the average is about 13%. So I would take profits in an area of 8024. So that would be my trade right there. I'm going to post that inside the Discord as well. So that's how I would look at that, man. I would expect that, and we'll come back over there. We'll revisit that. All right, yo, Anthony, YGG hint top. Let's see YGG. I don't know. Let's take a look at YGG. I don't know why you guys are trading that a lot, man. Yield guild games. What? What the hell? Yeah, that 2 hours already. You got your 2 hour right here. Boom, here's your 2 hour moon right there. How much is this? 21 cents? That's not bad. Alright, so the first thing for me is volume, right? So let's check out this volume real quick, boys. We have an 8 volume for the big boys on the upper levels. And we have a 4.5 volume. Welcome back, Anthony. We have a 4.5 volume on the 15, right? So this is a heavy volume. This thing is not done yet, bro. This thing is not done yet. See your 15 minutes? See that 15 minute, bro? See that? This 15 minutes is going to pump up. So YGG still has more room to pump, but it's going to start finding a, what they call a ceiling, right? It needs to find a ceiling. So far, you got this ceiling right here, these higher highs, right? These are your higher highs. So I would start looking for it either going to touch here, but if it doesn't get there, then I would start looking for the tops of these 15 minutes. Whenever these 15 minutes get to the tops, I would be looking for my short potential, right? Because you are in a situation where the volume is below, right? And you had an opportunity here when that 2 hour went down, and I'm going to show you right here. So this is what I'm talking about. You know, so a rule of thumb, guys, rule of thumb, right? So one thing you guys want to remember is when you're trading, you have to explain that hodling again. Give me 1 second. So what you guys have to understand is that when you're trading, you need to have sticky notes, right? Do you have any sticky notes today? Hey, baby. Can you do me a favor? Can you go in? I need some water. And can you hit it with a little, it's a little water, just rinse it out a little bit because it gets dusty. But can you check all the, check this the first office in the atmosphere room, and I'm looking for sticky notes. Yeah, see if there's sticky notes. Maybe on that big desk inside the ping pong room. Alright, so guys, first thing you want to do here is you want to make sure that you have simple, what they call notes, right? So here's some things, right? I'm going to write them down here. And this is the rule of thumb, right? So for me, I have to have these things happen, right? I'm going to put them down here, right? So the first thing is 15-minute red moon and volume below the 8 line. Well, let's just make it the right. Let's do 4.5. 4.5 line, okay? So for me, this right here is a rule of thumb, right? So anytime that I'm doing a short, no matter what it is, this right here has to happen. This has to be there for me, right? That has to be there where I consider that the A trade, right? So the A trade is like the trade that's guaranteed to make me money, right? I don't want to overtrade. I just want every trade that wins, right? I want to win 100% of my trades. You know, I want to win 100% of my trades. You know what I mean? So when I do that, I got to make sure everything's right. But I want to show you guys something here. That's kind of like rule of thumb and what I mean by that, right? So here's a 2 hour, right? So if we take a look here, we have a 4 hour at the top, right? You slide down, the 2 hour starts to break down, right? So I'm going to put a line here. This is where the 2 hour starts to break down, right? Now if you slide it over, because you're going to get a lag, you're going to get it right about here. Okay, that 2 hour starts to break down, which means you need the 1 hour to be breaking down, which you can see right here. You do have the 1 hour already breaking down, right? So it's already breaking down, right? You even have a 1 hour red moon, right? Here's a 1 hour red moon. The reason why I have this rule of thumb, right? The reason why I have this particular I have this right here, is to remind me not to get into trades that are going to jump on me. You see that? There's trades that are going to jump, right? Now, the thing is, right here, do we make money right here? Yes. Now, let me show you why the system works, right? Because the trades that we do, right, we have pullback trades and trades that we take advantage of, right? And the first trade that we have is a 2-hour pullback, right? Which is right here. The 2-hour breaks down. Right here is where you see it on your lag. That's right in here. And then you have a 2-hour red moon, which happens right there, right? So I'm going to put this second line on the 2-hour red moon. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Telling you boys. Okay, so 2-hour red moon, right? Now, when I look inside this trade, yes, thank you. So you guys want to get yourself sticky notes, right? You take these little sticky notes, you put them on your PC, right? And it says shit like, very simple, man. You put on there, you put 15-minute red moon volume 4.5, right? You put this little sticky note right there, somewhere on your little computer, right? Is this dusty? These lavenders suck, babe. Who bought these? Terrible. I'm just kidding. I love you. I know you didn't buy them. But you put these little sticky notes, right? See that? Put a sticky note on your computer, right? So you can remember, like, put it right here, put it on top of your shit, just so that you know that you have a rule, right? Right? That stops you from making dumbass trades. Right? So that's a rule. That rule right there will save you from doing 50% of the dumb trades that you do. Alright? Now, here's our 2-hour red moon. You can see down here our 1-hour RSI is breaking down right there. We're in good. The other thing that we need is a 30-minute breakdown, right? We can see right here, 30-minute is a 30-minute red moon, right? Right there, 30-minute red moon. There's a push up and a come down, and 15-minute starts to push up and come down. Here's your 15-minute red moon. What did I tell you about? 15-minute red moon, volume below the 4 line right here. $15-minute red moon, volume below the 4 line, right? That happens right here. Now, this kind of lets me know what's happening in the trade that I have, right? It's kind of like a rule of thumb, man. Right? Now, are there some trades here that we can win on? Yeah, there's actually 2 trades that you can win on here. But these are pullback trades, right? This is a different type of trade. This is a scalp trade, right? So these trades are winnable, but they're a different system, a different style. The system that I teach is the bare bones, where it's for anybody can win every single trade, and there is very low risk. What up, Windward? And there's very low risk. These trades are winning trades, but there's risk. Okay? What? How did you, what do you mean? How'd you lose your account funds on XRP, bro? You longed a 40x at 73? Jesus, brother. Bro. Alright, I'll look at that in a minute, bro. Alright, so right here we have a red moon. The volume starts to come down, right? Hits below the 8 line. This is what I was talking about, and starts to head down here. Now right here, you can see on this candle, there's an opportunity for a pullback. Now, This is just like the trade we were talking about earlier. We were talking about momentum into a trade, right? And this is where Rich, a guy like Rich, when you see that 15-minute at the bottom, right? You're going to let that 15-minute bounce, right? It's the safest play in the book. 15-minute bounce, right? So 2 hour coming down, 2 hour red moon, 15-minute red moon, 15-minute volume finally breaks down on this candle, right? Let's see what that is. Right, and now here's the craziest thing for you, right? Because remember, if you're waiting for everything to be right, okay? Remember, you're following the momentum, right? Momentum. Now, we just talked about this on the other trade. Momentum. 15-minute red moon. 15-minute volume falls below, right? Which means you would be entering on this candle, right? I don't know why you can't see that, but that means you would be entering on this candle. See the 15-minute volume right here? It wouldn't be here. You would be somewhere on this candle here. More than likely somewhere in here. Now, what do you need to enter a trade, right? Rich, what do you need to enter a trade? And I'm going to turn this candle, this one is our green, because that's where we're looking to go. So, once all that happens, guys, Jimmy! Stop loss are cool. So now to enter the trade, right? We enter every trade the same way. You ready? Here's how we enter a trade the same way, okay? Every time we enter the trade the same way. What's the entry of the trade, right? So the entry of the trade is always the same. It's a 3-minute red moon, 3-minute red trend, which is right here. 3-minute red moon right here. Here's your entry point right here. 3-minute red moon, 3-minute red trend. That as soon as you seen that 15-minute, you would have entered somewhere in here. And this is where I want to kind of like go over the abilities to put your profits in here, right? Now, this takes me to another rule of thumb that I have, and I'm gonna share it with you guys, right? Now, this trade, even if you enter a little bit short here, the sad part is, look at this. Even if you would have entered a little bit different here, all right, so let's say that you would have got in right in this zone here, and you would have set your profits for, let's go back to the 2 hour. I want to make the 15-minute, right? Make sure we're dead on here. All right, volume goes down right on this candle here, right? So yeah, that's where we're at, this candle here. Okay, bottom of that candle right there. That's your entry right there. Perfect. Go to the 5-minute. Go to the 3-minute. 3-minute moon, perfect. 3-minute candle, 3-minute red trend, perfect. You guys can see that we have a, see this right here? Oh, let me control Z, sorry. Control Z. All right, down here, guys. Up, Control Z. Why is it? Okay. Let me pull this up. What's a 3-minute red moon? This is the indicator that we need right here. Josh, what up, babe? Josh, will you please go back? You need to watch all the videos, bro. Go back and watch day 1, bro. Stop messing around. Right? You need to watch day 1. What up, Jimmy? You need to watch day 1. You don't have to watch the setting of the indicators or the how to set up your MEXC, but you need to go back to day 1. All right, so now red moon, red trend. So when we get here, we already know that we have a simple entry right here. Here's your entry, right? Now, this entry from here to here, you set. Now listen to what I'm saying, man. You set your profits at 50%. 30% stop loss, 50% gains. This goes for 130%. So this is a winning trade. All right, so Josh, 50% gains every single time. Just set the fucking stop loss, set the target for 50%, collect the 50%, and then move on to the next trade. Every 7, go watch the videos, bro. 7 trade challenge. Right? 7 trade challenge. Let's type that in there, bro. All right? 7 trade, challenge, follow the system. Stop doing it your way. Okay? So that's really what we need to focus on, man. That's really what we need to focus on. So that trade right there, 132%. We set profits for 50. Bada boom, bada bing. Right there, that's what that is. Very simple. Here to here, very simple trade, winning trade, right? Now, let's move on to our next trade. Right, so that's a breakdown of that trade right there, man. That's how we do that. Now, the thing is that a winning trade? Yes, that's a winning trade. Now, if you're also waiting for the 2-hour moon, right? Now, I like the 2-hour moon because if you're waiting for the 2-hour moon, right, that happens right here. Right? Right here, as you can see, there's a 2-hour moon right here, right? This is our 2-hour moon. Right there. 2-hour moon hits, right? What do you have a 2-hour moon? You go to your 15-minute. What do you have? You wait for your 15-minute red moon. Right there. Here's your 15-minute red moon. Now, this is a short entry. We're looking at short entries. We wait for a red moon. Plus what? Volume below the 4. So what does that mean? Let me grab this little green entry point right here. Let me delete that. Here's your little green entry. So our entry point, right? Let me fix that. Our entry point is 15-minute below the 4 line, right? Which is right here. That's our entry point. Now, that's the candle that we're entering on. Which means if you enter on this next candle, right? Like the bottom of this next candle. All right, let's take the bottom of that next candle, right? Right there. And right there. This to that candle right there, right? So this is your entry point. Let's go to the 3-minute, right? What do we need? 3-minute red moon. Rich, you listening? 3-minute red moon, 3-minute red trend. It has already happened. 3-minute moon, 3-minute trend. You enter, right? You enter right here, the bottom of this candle. Okay, there's your entry right here. We'll make it an even worse entry. We'll make it way down here, right? Now, your entry from there to the bottom of your wick right there, right? You see that? So literally from here to here, this little bitty move, 1.97%. 200% on this little tiny move. 200%, guys. Now, me personally, guys, right? Me personally, like this is the beginning of the move, but I like to, I mean, those are winning trades, right? But those are trades what we call C trades, right? They're not really A or B trades. They're C trades, right? Scalping trades, right? But that's the thing, right? So the reason why those trades I can be made are because of this, right here, right? 15-minute red moon, volume below 4.5. 15-minute red moon, volume below 4.5. You see that? If it doesn't have this, I don't trade. Right? If it doesn't have that, I don't trade. Okay, so now, right? Now that we have that, right? Now that we got that, let's go ahead and dig in here and figure out what we have right now, right? Currently, we don't have a red moon and we don't have a red trend, right? So we don't have a short here. No red moon, no red trend. You go to the 15-minute, right? What do you have on the 15-minute? So right now on the 15-minute, you have the 15-minute red moon, but the volume is starting to go above the 15-minute, the 4.5 line, right? So it looks like this is going to be a pump here. So when this finishes pumping and it gets ready to come back down again, right? That's where I'll be looking for the continuation of this 1 hour short. You see the 1 hour bending down right there? Right? The 1 hour is bending down, the 2 hours bending down, the 3 hours bending down, the 4 hour is about to bend down. So all I need here, now that the 1 hour is bending down, we got a 3-minute red trend. Look at that, boom. Just as we're talking, right? Let's see here. Oh, I was on the hour. My bad. I was on the hour. All right, so right now we're still green, right? So we can't do a short because we have a green 3-minute, right? But as we move here, all we're waiting for here, guys, is for this to finish going up so we can get it down. Right, so this is going to go down. Now we're just waiting for this to finish out, right? So everything's in our favor. What do we have in our favor? 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, right? Here's you see the 1 hour move up, now coming down. This move will be a lot nicer than the original move. 30 minutes is moving up. That needs to come back down. So once this 15-minute gives us a 15-minute red moon, right, which we have. And then we need the volume, right? The volume below the 4.5, which hasn't happened yet. And we need a 3-minute red moon, red trend, right? So we don't have a 3-minute red moon. We don't have a 3-minute red trend. So that's the next short, right? So as soon as we get a 3-minute red moon, we have a short. So that means we're going to get a pump out of this. And then when this is done pumping, right? When this is done pumping, then we'll get another short here. You know, it's YGG inside of, let's see. YGG. It is there. It is there. What's the isolated longs? 100%. Let's go. Let's go. First thing I got to do, guys, I'm always setting up my confirmations on here. My battery is low. Get our battery up. Yeah, battery life, boys. It's all about that battery life. Yes, sir. So when you're playing with the volume, Jimmy, that's kind of what the bonus is, right? It's kind of like a shortcut. Yeah, we're working off that volume. Working on that volume, right? So with YGG, right, this is really about volume here. That's the key, right? That's the key. You always want everything to reset, but if your volume is below that line, it's just letting you know that the reset's coming quicker, right? This is just, what I'm going over here is simply something I can use every time to make sure that I'm making a good decision, right? Yeah, we're not going to short this yet. We still need we have a 15-minute red moon, but we need a 3-minute red moon, 3-minute red trend, bro. And more than likely, that's going to happen when the 15-minute resets. But see, what I'm showing you is that there's like a, you know, one thing that I always do is no matter what, I don't make a trade unless that's in my favor. All right, so it's kind of like a safety net. That's all I'm talking about. This is something that I use just to make sure that I'm not making mistakes. That's all I'm doing. Just making sure I'm not making mistakes here. That's all. So right here, this is going to move up. Wherever it moves up to when this starts to 15, starts to bend down, then we'll be looking to get into another short position here. Because remember, overall, the reason why we're waiting for an A trade, Jimmy, an A trade has more pull, right? If you have a 4 hour, a 3 hour, and a 2 hour all pulling down, that means that the pull is going to be heavier than normal, right? This is why, this is a perfect example, right? If you do a lot of trades, you're going to get different results on the trades, right? See this result, right? So this result happened, but there wasn't the 3 hour included or the 1 hour, right? Or the 2 hour in there. This is just a 2 hour, right? This had more. This had the 1 hour, 2 hour. What up, big dog? This had the 3 hour, right? So you see the difference in the move? One move, two moves. So the next move here is going to be even better because it has everything included, right? This is why you don't go for, C trades. You go for B trades, and the next move is the A trade, right? So the next trade is the A trade, which will be better than the B and way better than the C trade. Right? This is why I was just showing you guys, like, all these trades can win in here, right? These trades can win. The trades I showed you can win, but they're not worth the risk, right? But if you're setting your profits, you're taking them at 75% or 50% profits. Josh, bro, follow the fucking system, bro. Come on. Watch the videos and just do what the videos say, bro. Set your stop loss. Set your stop loss for 30. Set your profits for 50. Only trade A and B trades. A trades and B trades. All right. That's it. Yanni Cash, how do you get the videos? I'm pretending. You got to, man. You got just work for the system, bro. Guys, if you're interested, do you have any that show you how to set up? Do you have any that show you how to set up the computer? Yeah, bro. Guys, this is for beginners, right? This is how you learn how to trade. This is trading 101. There's the boss right there. You waking up, boss? You good? He said I'm going back to sleep, son. Right? So everything that we show you guys is from start to finish for the very beginners, how to learn, right? If you're interested in learning, you need to send me an email. Let me see if I can paste it. Delete. Okay. You need to send an email right here, VC Crypto Nation. Oh, I forgot the end, bro. Dang! Dang, I'm just reading it. There you go. VC Crypto Nation at Gmail. Right? That's what you want to do, man. How do you know the difference between a B trade and an A trade? Well, these are our trades. These are master trades, right? The B trade is the first leg of the trade. The A trade is the second leg. And that's for shorts. So the B trade is the first move down. The A trade is the second move down. When you're trading longs, the first trade is the A trade up. The second trade is the A trade down. Okay? Yeah, when you're going down, B trade 2 hour, A trade 4 hour. When you're going the other way, it's the opposite. Babe, is this water? Makes my throat feel funny. I feel like all right, so now, guys, look here. See the volume starting to level out here? Starting to level out here. Volume starting to level out here. 30 minutes, still pushing. So we're just waiting for all this to level out here, man. 3-minute red moon, 3-minute red trend. We don't have that yet. What we got, man? What'd you hit, bro? Woo! Let's go. Nice, nice. That's what we like to see, big boy. Good shit, Brian. Good shit. That's what we like to see. All right, so we gotta let this YGG. It's got to finish its 15-minute reset. What are you doing with those? Make them bounce. You got this from the cooler, right? Did you wash the cup out?
Yeah, with the water. Not from the sink, but from the bowl. Just needs to be washed.
Did you smell his water?
I literally filled it up almost like halfway.
Feel it. Smell it.
I'm not smelling it.
It's weird.
It is weird because it's not washed.
What's not washed?
The cup with soap. I mean, I wash it with water.
Should be half decent.
Like, not with the sink water, with the drinking water.
Yeah, that drink water, girl. Get me with that drink. Hit me with that drink water. Yeah, it just seems like, I don't know, if like aqua or whatever. This looks like we're going to get a 15-minute green moon here, man. Now, guys, what I want to cover here on this YGG, this is for my guy Anthony. This volume is hella high. I like the volume to be below 8 on the 2 hour. So this is actually still very high. You know, it normally needs to be below an 8 for me to consider. So far there was 2 little mid trades in there. I'm not seeing anything super special here that's an A trade yet. Looks like it's going to keep running here, to be honest with you. So this volume needs to come back down again. But the volume, notice here, guys, these shorts are winning, right? These shorts are winning, man. Shorts are winning, but see the volume on the 2 hour, right? I like the volume on the 2 hour to be below the 8 line. This is way the hell up there. So it's going to be a really good short when it happens, but right now we're in this is just a consolidation. This is an up move right here. That's a big up move. Let's see what the 5 minute is. And the second thing, guys, this was Jimmy, you watching this, Jimmy? The second thing, guys, here is I expect this to move up because normally, this is another thing that I like to have, is that I don't like to do a short unless there's a 2% move between the 3 minute and the 5, which we have here, which we do have here. Okay, so we do have that, man. How is this paying so much? Man, we're getting close, man. We're getting close. We need a 3 minute. We need a 3 minute red moon, bro. All right, so guys, watch YGG. We need a 3 minute red moon. Let's see here. Boogie over here chasing, getting it done. Yeah, Boogie already got it. What, baby?
It's so cute. So there's this teacher. She made a video, and she's like, "It's the end of the year, right?" So she allowed all her kids to write down a question and like put it in like a box, right? So she was like, answering all the questions. And the most like requested questions were, "How old were you? And do you have a boyfriend?" And when she said the answer, they freaked out. Like, it's kind of stupid, but it's just really funny because it's third graders.
Yeah.
It's just so funny.
How old are you?
No, it was like
44.
No, she's young. She's like my age, literally. It's just so funny.
Like, do you boyfriend?
Right, that was the most requested answer. And he freaked out.
See that 5 minute? 5 minute pullback, hits that 5 minute 200 trend, goes on a run. That's what I'm seeing here, like Yogi, right? If you go to your 5 minute, that's what I was looking for, right? Here's your 5 minute, goes on a run. It's on that run right now. But this is where it's starting to slow down here. Hold on, bro. I'll answer emails in a minute. There we go. We're starting to get that 3 minute moon action right here. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's see if this plays out here. Let's go. That big push was a freaking top. Wow. Not quite a red moon yet. Red moon. We got a red moon on the 3 minute. Volume on the 15 minute below the 4.5. You see that? 15 minute red moon. Volume below the 4.5. That's a boogie bug right there. We'll set some profits here, boys. So we're gonna, no matter what happens, we're gonna take 40% profit here. So 40% profit on our stop loss, or we're gonna take 100% on the drop. Here we go, 100% on that drop. Y'all ready? Let's go, let's go. We're at 80. Boom, 100%, boys. There you go. That's how it is, man. That's how easy it is, guys, right there. That's how we make that trade. That's how it's done. That's how it's done, boys. That's how it's done, guys. Simple trade, simple money. It can go for a lot more. Now, don't forget, guys, once you have all your open orders here, you got to make sure you cancel your open orders. Always make sure you cancel out all your open orders so they don't fill later and then you end up in a trade you don't want to be in. But there you go. That's 100% on that trade. Nice and easy. Good job. Thank you, Anthony. Anthony made that call out. We just talked about this trade right here. That's because the volume, Jimmy. The volume, Jimmy. Jimmy, the volume. Remember I was telling you about the volume? Let's go. Students on the phone, guys. 80% for the students. Now, guys, the reason I went in without the 3-minute red trend, guys, right, is because I have the rule of thumb, right? What's the rule of thumb? Right? This is what I'm trying to teach you. This is like a pro tip, right? A pro tip is going to be when you have... Guys, if you want to learn, don't forget we're at VC Crypto Nation. At Gmail if you want to learn. Alright, so remember, this is my pro tip right here. 15-minute red moon and volume below 4.5 line, right? Once that happened, I knew that if I got a red moon on my 3-minute, that the next thing that was going to happen, because of the volume was so low, that I was going to get a 3-minute red trend, right? Because I've been tracking this, right? Now, I wanted to get in a little bit higher. I wanted to get in up here at the 27.60, right, which would have been a phenomenal trade. But I let it come down a little bit to me, and it all paid off, right? So this is what I mean by taking your time watching what's happening. That's a little pro tip there for you. This is something you can move forward. Now, let's go into this thing where we could get the minute and the trend, right? The minute and the trend happened right here. So currently right now, this is a new trade, right? You have a red moon, red trend. Here you go. This is a current entry right now. Can you make money on this entry? Right? Take a look at your 15-minute. You got plenty of room here coming down. 15 minutes still pulling down. So let's say we go over here to this trade, right? So right now you have a 3-minute 3 trend, right? So go in here. Here's your trade. We're going to bust this out for a quick short here. Bada boom, bada bing. Now, this is a student trade, right? So a little bit slower on the student side. Now, here's what we're doing here. We're going to look at this trade. Now, what we have to do here is we have to set our profits, right? So 15-minute trend, 15-minute red moon, right? Let's go here. Now, this would have been a little bit quicker. My entry would have been on this candle. So somewhere in here, I would have traded up, but we should be all right. So I'm going to take this entry here. And we need 50%, right? So let me give me 50%. Well, it doesn't even matter. I'm just going to go over here. And what I'm going to do here is, once I make my trade, Jimmy, I put this here. I'm going to put my return on investment. I'm going to do a 30 and for stop loss, and I'm going to do a 50 for profit. And if you're a new person, right, just go ahead and put 40 for your return on investment. Let that ride there. And that's pretty much how you set it up there. So Jimmy, what I'm talking about, like in this zone here, man, is the volume is the key, right? The volume is the key. That's really what I wanted, is the volume. Now, this trade here, if you would have been watching your trend would have happened somewhere in here. You would have been active on that trade. You would have done well. You still would have got it. My trade was just a little bit easier because I got in a little bit quicker. But you can see here, we're gonna get that result that we want here. Even if you were in a little bit slower, let me. Now, me personally here on this type of trade, especially this coin is heavy volatile right now, is I would wait for this 3 minute to bounce up. See that 3 minute right there? Or at least a 1 minute. Right? You want your 1 minute to fight it off, but there's your move. This little box right here would be our profit box. Now, let's take a look at this YG. Yeah, we did a small trade on the liquidation. The main trade's over. But that's so, do we have like, would be a good breakdown of this. Now, for me guys, like this type of trade, there's a lot of volume in here. I know we're winning trades in here, and they're nice to win trades, but personally, like there's two things that I like to have: volume below the 15, below the 4. But I also like to have a very good student ratio here, right? So I feel like even though we're winning these trades, right? Because we are winning the trades, it's fine. I feel like the trade is too. I feel like the trade has too much volume, right? And I talk about this all the time. And what I'm talking about is that the volume on the 2 hour, right? And this is another note that you can take, right? So this trade, if you're a new person, if you're a student, like I would definitely like this 2 hour, volume. I wouldn't trade a 2 hour volume, right? So this trade, even though it's a winning trade, I would take it as a no trade, right? And what I mean by that, man, is that you're not going to win as many of these trades as you should because it's more like a coin flip. And I don't want to do coin flips, right? So and no, we didn't get liquidated. We have stop losses. So here we go. We have another one that picked up another entry here. This is a smaller trade. But I don't see like this trade right here being a consistent winner, right? Because you see how like we're getting a lot of up and down movement here, right? And the reason why is because this volume on the 2 hour is too high. So we can put a stop loss. Make sure you guys are always putting your stop losses. I don't really lose that much when I do my stop losses. I do a 30% stop loss. and I do a profit here. I'm never greedy. I just do 50%, and that's pretty much the entire thing, right? So 30 stop loss, 50 regular, and that's pretty much it, guys. So the problem here, man, is that these trades are winning, right? And I like winning trades, but these aren't consistent trades, right? So these trades I would call C trades, right? The reason why they're C trades, and they're trades I just wouldn't do, is because of here, right? This is kind of like the trick. There's the 2 hour. See the 2 hour? This will help you guys out for making like too many dumb trades. 2 hour volume, right, is above the 8 line, right? And that's what I'm talking about all the time. There's a line here. This is an 8 line. You see that line right there? Yeah. So this is a trade that, even though it looks good right now, like Anthony pointed this trade out, you can't really make this trade until the volume gets below here, right? It's ready to come down, it's ready to fall, but this volume needs to work its way down. It's not the best trade in the world. It's gonna go down here. It's gonna have a nice pullback, but it's not a safe trade because there's a lot of volume, meaning that it can still be volatile, right? And if it's volatile, then it's a lot there. Are we going to win some trades? Yeah, we're going to win some trades here. We're going to win this trade. We're going to get our money back. Doesn't really matter. But it's not a consistent trade, right? That volume on the 2 hours too high, right? Yeah, I'm going to go over there in a second. I'm just trying to review this. I want to get some points here that this volume is just too high on the 2 hour, right? Or even the 1 hour, right? Rule of thumb is that you want the 1 hour volume below the 8, right? So the volume below the 8. You don't have that here. So there's no volume below the 8. So this is, just don't make this trade. Okay, guys? This is a winner, right? And let me add to this, right? Because I'm going to add to this, right? And 1 hour volume below 8 line. All right, there we go. So that right there is going to be your key factors to making a trade. Write this down. 15-minute red moon, volume below 4.5. 1 hour volume below an 8, right? If it doesn't have that, don't make the trade. I mean, yeah, we can win the trades. Like, they're okay to win the trades. But at the end of the day, they're not going to be consistent. So you don't want to make trades that aren't consistent. All right, so we're going to come back to this in a little bit. Let's go look at HTN. These guys are over there. What is it, HNT? All right, so these guys are over here printing money on HNT. You don't want to do trades that aren't like, I shorted the shit out of HNT. Good call, bro. Good call, man. Good call. Yeah, I just don't feel like, doing a trade that doesn't have, like, the full benefits in there. So, like, even HNT, like, these guys are making money on HNT, but these are short pullbacks. This is where you want to be very consistent with taking profits, right? Yeah, you're on top, bro. Yeah, you're calling them out, guys. Anthony, how about the new videos, bro? You got the new videos? Are they keeping it simple? New videos keeping it simple? I got you, bro. I got you, bro. I got you. I'm just checking out some basics here. We want to make sure that we're always like, yeah, hold on. making sure everybody's in there. Got you. Okay, I'm gonna follow up with you. Okay. So I know my guys are these are better traders. Here you go, guys. We got our 100%. We did what we wanted to do here. I know my guys are making money on these trades, and it's okay to make money here. I just don't have where I want to have a consistent move here. And these guys are trading the 1 hour red moons, right? And they're making money on the 1 hour red moons. I just want dominated trades every time. All right, guys, give me 1 second here. Let me take care of something. I'll be right back. basketball hoop came in, babe.
What's that? Mini hoop.
Mini hoop.
That's what he ordered.
That's what he ordered.
You
It's childish for the office.
childish.
So bring me a hoop.
Is this an office or is this a hangout?
It's a hangout, baby.
Oh my god.
Get your one-on-one on, baby. Hoop. All right, boys, I'm back. All right. Now I'm gonna make a video here because I'm gonna stop this.